Hello, welcome to Time to Adopt. In this episode, we're going to be talking about adoption being forever, and that when you're looking to adopt kids, that unlike in regular foster care, you kind of need to keep them. So stay tuned as we go through and I talk about this and more on today's episode. Hi there, welcome to the Time to Adopt blog. My name is Michael Pendergrass, and as an adoptive parent of two children, I'm wanting to share some of what I've learned firsthand through our journey. And my wife and I adopted two teenage boys out of foster care that have been in their system for 10 years. And one thing we learned as going through this process is that some families will look at adopting a child and will actually go far as meet the child, and for reasons only that they would know, being the adoptive parents, change their mind. The child or children are left to wonder, was I not good enough? Why did the family decide not to adopt me? And the social workers and the adoption agencies and stuff don't usually tell the children a whole lot. And so it leaves them wondering, and it's a very traumatic experience. Now, why would a family maybe change their mind on adopting a child? Maybe they're finding out that it's a lot harder than they thought it would be. Maybe they're finding out, matter of fact, that the behaviors are more than they can handle. Now, all of these things are avoidable if you do three very important things. One, ask questions. Ask questions of the adoption agency, ask adoption workers. Heck, most importantly, ask the child. Why do you have these kind of behaviors? What can we do to prevent them? A second thing is look through all the documentation you've got at your disposal. There's green binders that will have a lot of information, but don't just take that information and say, oh, this is what that child is. Because there's a lot of context that's missing. Thus, why on the first one, you ask a lot of questions. The third thing to do when it comes to considering adopting a child is take time. Make sure that this is something that you're wanting. Talk to your parenting partner. Find out, is this what we can handle? Talk to friends and family. Yes, it sounds similar to the first one, but you're the one that can make that decision, and only that one. Because in foster care, children can be moved. But the child thinks you're going to be their parent, and it can be very, very traumatic. Case in point, with the adoption that my wife and I did. Our children, which were two brothers, were actually looked at three families prior to us adopting them. And unfortunately, for whatever reason, the three families in the process of adopting them just stopped showing up. The visits that the kids were having, and these kids, my boys remember these families very vividly. And they just stopped showing up. Matter of fact, our youngest, on the very first visit, the first question he asked us as we started talking about the fact we were adopting them was, are you going to abandon us like the others did? Think about that for a second. Are you going to abandon us like the others did? Gets to your heartstrings. So, what's the major point of this particular episode? Is to think very, very hard when you're adopting to make sure that you are in this, that you're asking all the right questions, because these children are looking for a forever home, and not being able to take them and having to put them back not only causes you problems and a lot of hurt for you, but imagine the hurt that it puts for the child. As my youngest son said, make sure your heart is in it. If you liked what you watched, please make sure to click the like and subscribe button. If you have any questions when it comes to adopting children, please feel free to put comments in the comments section, and make sure to also share this. Share this with family and friends or others that you know might be adopting. And also reach out to your local adoption agency for detailed information on what the rules, laws are specific for adopting in your area. Thank you.